let me share my unpopular opinion. Let me say this before y'all start. Listen to this entire video. I'm not an expert by any means, but I have lived this single life and I have lived it saved. So let me say this with all love. As a single, it is not always good for you to listen to your married friends. I know most people are going to say, well, if you're trying to be married, you need to take advice from married people. And yes, that can be true in certain circumstances, because sometimes that person who's been married for a long time, when they were dating, it wasn't like it is now. Some of your married friends have been married for quite some time. Some of them have never kept themselves. Let's just keep it honest. Some of them don't know anything about dating. And if they did, they dated years ago. And some of them were not even saved while they were dating. Not saying anything bad about them. There's nothing wrong with wise counsel. It's nothing wrong with talking to your pastor or your leader. It's nothing wrong with getting advice from married people, your parents, the people around you. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying don't get that. I'm just saying eat the meat and spit out the bones, but ultimately go to God and ask God for his direction. Because this may be a perfect season. You may seem like this is a perfect season for dating. I met the perfect person, whatever your situation may be. But God may say, this is your season to focus. I don't want you dating. Let me tell you this. Bad company corrupts good morals. A little more advice: if that person is not keeping themselves with the mentality and they're not in for you keeping yourself, more than likely it's going to be very difficult for you to keep yourself in that situation. That person is drinking or smoking, more than likely their intentions and sometimes their mindset may be a little twisted, may be a little different than yours, because they're not sober minded. If that person does not believe in marriage, then you need to double check, because they may not ever marry you. If that person is still sleeping around, highly likely they may want sex from you. I'm just saying, these are some things we see that we may try to ignore or bypass. So, Tiff, what are you saying? I'm saying there's nothing wrong with taking wise counsel. There's nothing wrong with talking to your married friends, but seek God. God may want you to walk with them and not date them, but walk in a friendship and actually disciple this person. But how do you know that? And I know that there are practical little steps to marriage and all these other things people want to say. I'm not dismissing any of that. In this season, there are so many distractions coming. So not saying you shouldn't date. I'm saying if you are single, the best advice I can give you before dating, before any of that, is always seek God for yourself. It may not look for you like people think it should look, right? It may not go for you like it went for everybody else. We tell people, how did you meet? How did you do that? Their story is not going to be your story. They may have went through some things that you have no clue about. I talk a lot about dating. I joke a lot about dating. Listen, I laugh a lot. But I'm very serious when I say seek God in your dating process, in your dating area, in your dating season, to see if that's even what you're supposed to be doing. It's just my personal experience. It was just heavy on my heart. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about dating? Do you seek God before you date? Yes or no? Come on, put it in the comments. How do you choose who to date? How do you know how long to date? How do you know if you're even supposed to be dating them? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on it.